Hey guys, it is me again, as you can see. Uh, Today is Thursday, January 13th, 2011. Uh, Said to make it what day 13 on our project. Serve Him More 2011. I'm so glad to have you guys here tonight. As always, it is good to have you guys here. Um, yeah. Uh, Hope you guys. I'm trying to get this in a little bit earlier tonight, guys. It's 11 o'clock right now. Uh, I'm trying to get this in so I can answer some comments. I've got like 4 or 5 pages, excuse me, of emails that I've got to answer tonight. Emails from YouTube, comments, people that have subscribed in the last few days, people that have sent me messages. I may have to split it up, try to do half of it tonight and half of it tomorrow night, because I don't know if I've got time tonight to do it. Last night, guys, I was going to do it, but I got to. I didn't feel real good. Uh, my Metamucil kicked in, I think, last night, which that was good. But I used the bathroom a whole lot last night. Actually, I didn't get into bed till almost 4 o'clock this morning because of using the bathroom and not feeling good. And then wouldn't you know it, I get into bed and finally conk out and go to sleep. And at 10 minutes after 5 this morning, the alarm goes off at the garage. Um, of course, me knowing what it was, um, we've got some mice at the garage, and we've been seeing them around. And to be honest, I guess we're lucky we went this long. We've been seeing them for 2 or 3 weeks now. I think a car that we actually brought in to work on that we had a few days, I think it had mice in it. Um, and I think it infested us, which we've had them before. But so I had to put out rat poison today because I cannot stand this. To be honest, over the next 3 or 4 days, probably till this rat poison really starts working, I got a real good possibility of this alarm going off. And I tell you guys, it just, we've got a speaker sitting up on top of the building and it's pointed towards the house here. And when it goes off, it wakes you up out of your sleep. So here you are, you jump up and that thing, going off like crazy, and uh, it's stressful. It really is, up in the middle of the night like that. And you don't know, you don't know. Which it went off, like I said, the time it went off this morning, I pretty much knew that it was a mouse because, most thieves, even though most thieves are stupid and desperate, they're still not stupid enough to break in somewhere at almost 6 o'clock in the morning. With cars going by, you just, most of your thieving's not done at that time. It's too late in the morning, because a lot of people, well, Dad gets up at 6:30. So, you're not too far from people actually being up and looking out. So, uh, anyway, so there, I had a rough night, that's what I'm trying to say. So, there, I had to run down there, like I said, and we got about an inch, or actually, probably about an inch and a half or 2 inches of snow last night from the time I went to bed till 5:30 this morning. So, here I go out there in our driveway. We pretty much had it clear and the sidewalk's clear. And here I go outside this morning, 5:30, with a flashlight and this new snow. So here I was, snow coming up over my shoes, and so anyway, it wasn't no fun. But uh, I hope we don't have that happen again tonight. Uh, so anyway, guys, I hope your weather's better than ours. Uh, which I think the snow has finally stopped. It snowed all day yesterday. It snowed last night. It flurried a little bit today, but I think the way they're talking now, it's pretty much moved out. Tomorrow it's supposed to be up, I think, mid-30s, which it got warm enough today that a little bit of the snow melted. It got up to probably 30 something today. I think it's supposed to be mid-30s tomorrow, almost 40 Saturday, and then maybe even up in the 40s Sunday. So I'm hoping that some of this snow will melt, and the kids can go back to school and life can get back to a little bit normal. I tell you, I've never in my life seen winter this bad. I've not. Uh, They said, what was it, yesterday I seen on the Weather Channel that every state in the country except for Florida, I think right now, had snow on the ground. Every state, and that's including Hawaii, which that's, on some of their mountains they get snow, but every state in the United States, states that have not seen snow. I don't know what state they were talking about the other day, but one of the states it hadn't snowed in since like the 1800s. I don't remember which state that was, but and they're covered with snow this year. They've got that much snow in Alabama and Georgia. South Alabama and Georgia, and these southern states that never get snow. I mean, they don't have snow plows. You get way down in Florida and some of those places, real southern Florida, maybe even Louisiana. I'm not sure. You know, these places, a lot of these places don't even have adequate heat because they don't normally don't need heat. So I tell you guys, it's bad times. It's strange times. I tell you, this weather, strangest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And I tell you, it's killing everybody. It really is. Not literally. I mean, literally, there've been some people died from it, but not just that. It's destroying everything. So I don't know. We just have to buck down, buck up, suck it up, and see if I can think of any more sayings and go on. Lean on the Lord. That's all we can do. And I'm not going to be one of these people to sit here and say that this is a sign of this or this is a sign of that. May be, may not be. We don't know these things. I just watched a few minutes of a show on there, one of these shows, doing this predicting stuff, with what is it, December 21st, 2012. Nostradamus has predicted that was the end of the world, and the Mayan calendar ends then, and some kind of bot that they're using to predict stuff, some kind of computer program or something, and they say it's at December 21st, 2012, it quits. It's got like a 6-month gap or something in there that it won't do anything on. But guys, we know as Christians that God decides when this stuff happens, and God tells us very plainly in His Word that nobody's going to know these things except for Him. And He tells us to not even worry about them. He tells us to live our lives like we should live them and go on. And He gives us a few signs. But to be honest, most of the signs are so vague. They could have been fulfilled 100 years ago. They could have been fulfilled 20 years ago. Or it could be right now. Or it could be 50 years from now, And I think God did that for a reason. He wants us to not be concerned with these things. He wants us to be concerned with living for Him, spreading the gospel, trying to be more like Him, things like that. Than sitting here worrying, okay, what day is the end going to come on? What day is Jesus coming back? Or for non-believers, what day is the world going to end? Because they tend to think something else is going to end it. But we know that when it does end, it's going to be by God's hand. So anyway, I try not to worry about that stuff. Like I said, live my life and keep plugging along and go on. Let's see, guys, what else? Trying to think if there's anything. Again, I do want to just thank you guys for praying for everything you've been praying for me here lately. The Toyota, like I said, it's been gone 2 days now, and he's been driving it as far as I know. And as far as I know, everything's all right. So I appreciate you guys' prayers on that. I tell you guys, if any of you all ever run into a problem, which I know most of you are not, probably some of you may be. I was going to say mechanically inclined, but I mean, this is something you don't have to be a mechanic to do. If you have any bolts strip out in something that you're working on, I mean, your car or something you're having a problem with, and this deal that I used to fix this block on this car, they're called time zerts, and which this kit costs $400 to fix this car. But now the normal kits just to fix regular bolt holes, you can get them for like $60. They are a trick. I mean, they really are. And I know some of you guys have probably heard of helicoils, they call them, which a helicoil, these are 20 times better than a helicoil. A helicoil, you just put the actual threads back down in it. These are an actual complete steel insert, and you drill the hole out and rethread it and countersink it and all this, and they're great. The reason I'm saying this, it reminded me I had to fix a winch today on a four-wheeler. We sold a guy a winch and a blade set up, and I think he let somebody use it that didn't know what they was doing, and they pulled up on the blade too hard with the winch. They didn't stop. They just kept pulling. If you keep doing that, that winch where it's so strong, something has to give. It'll pull the cable apart, the winch apart, the threads out of the winch. It'll do something. Well, they pulled the threads out of the winch. So I had a kit that I had bought years ago, this time zerk kit, and fixed this winch. Drilled, it's aluminum winch, and I had to drill the holes out, put these time zerks in it. And, I mean, they're just really a trick, and it's the same company made the kit that fixed this head on this car. They're really a trick. So if any of you guys are just, anytime I can help you guys with stuff, I like to do it. And I'm out of inserts right now, but when I get some new ones back, I may make a video of me fixing a hole with these things, showing people how to use them. So I just like telling you guys about stuff like that. If any of you guys ever have something that you need fixed like that, let me know, and I can direct you maybe on the internet or wherever to buy them. They'll really get you out of a bind. They will. They're really good. But anyway, guys, let's get to the important part tonight, and that is, of course, God's Word. Like I said, I love getting on here and jibber-jabbering. I love talking to you guys, telling you about what's going on in my life, how the Lord's dealing with me in my life, and, this is real life. I like telling you guys when I'm having good days, when I'm having bad days. That's real, and I think we can learn as much from each other from that as we can anything else. So that's why I do the jibber jabber. Some people may condemn me for it, but I think it works. Because I'm not going to lie about it. I've always struggled with these Christian people that you see. And I know it's good to have faith and it's good to have confidence in the Lord. But some people just, you can know them your whole life. You can know them 30 years. And they've never been down. They've never showed any emotion that wasn't just chipper and happy. And you just wonder, are their lives that perfect? Or do they struggle just like I do, and they just hide it that well? Or do they just trust in the Lord that much more? I mean, what's the deal with them? And I think a lot of people just, they hide it, because we all have doubts. We all have worries. Even though the Lord tells us not to, we still do it. So I like showing you the real me, and, as the Lord works with us, we get better. We can see that, and that's a testimony. But anyway, let's quit jabbering. We're going to continue tonight in Mark chapter 2, verse 23. Like I said, guys, I'm going to try to answer some comments tonight. It may take me a couple nights to get them all. I do want you guys to tell me how you like this new setup, not using the iPod. If you like it, thank Brother Woody, his Cosmos. If you don't like it, knock him over the head with something. So that's the way we'll put it. But anyway, Mark chapter 2, starting in verse 23, guys. Here we go. And it came to pass that he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day. Move this over, guys, where I can see my commentary. And his disciples began as they went to pluck the ears of corn. And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful? And he said unto them, Have ye never read what David did when he had need, and was a-hungered, he and they that were with him? Excuse me, guys, I can't get my... Okay, there he goes. How he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar the high priest, and did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat before the priest, and gave also to them which were with him. And he said unto them, The Sabbath was made for man, and not made for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. Jesus is saying, I made these laws. I don't have to, I don't have to live by them. I can dispense them if I want to, basically is what he's saying. So anyway, guys, let's continue on Mark chapter 3. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. This always got to me right here. And he saith unto the man which had the withered hand, Stand forth. And he said unto them, Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil, to save life or to kill? But they held their peace. Jesus knew what they were thinking, so he asked them this. He was kind of baiting them. And when he had looked round about them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he said unto the man, Stretch forth thine hand. And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored, whole as the other. See, Jesus is saying, and that's what always did get me. These Pharisees were so correct, politically correct, or whatever the deal was, right, religiously correct, that they cared more about doing something on the Sabbath here than they did healing this man. They should have been concerned about healing this crippled man. And if Jesus was willing to do it, they should have been tickled to death that Jesus could do it. If it was me, I would have been more concerned. Wait a minute, who is this guy that can heal these people like that? I would have been concerned more with that than I would have about him doing it on the Sabbath. But, their hearts were cold. Their hearts were in the wrong place. But anyway, guys, I guess that is about 10 verses, looks like. So we'll continue tomorrow night in Mark chapter 3, starting in verse 6, if you guys want to mark it. So anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to get off here because it looks like I've been about 16 minutes or so. Let me get my face up here so I can stare straight at it. But anyway, it is good to have you guys here. Like I said, I'm going to try to start shortening some of these videos down, guys. But, to be honest, when I'm having rough times like I am right now, with the winter and the money and everything else and problems at work and power bills through the roof, it consoles me to talk to you guys. I could make 3-minute videos. I could get on here, do the reading, get back off. But it consoles me. It makes me feel better to talk to you guys, and knowing that you guys are praying for me, So you guys do pray for me. Pray for my family, my business. I know y'all do. My church, pray that we'll get to have church this week. We didn't get to have church Wednesday. We didn't get to have it Sunday. It's about to drive me crazy not getting to be in the house of the Lord, with fellow believers. But anyway, guys, love you all. I got to get off here. It'll take me forever to upload this anyway. Good Lord willing, I'll be here tomorrow night. So till I see you guys again, and pray, guys, pray that I can get to draw payday tomorrow. To be honest, I doubt it. It looks bad, but you never know with the Lord. He may bring us something big in tomorrow, may bring a check from somebody or something. So just pray that I can draw a paycheck too. So anyway, guys, love you all. Good night, and God bless.